This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way.
Catch made wide open way downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. The back's got it. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Caught quickly. Breaking free at midfield. He's in the clear. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a formed tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Gonna run it. It's Miller. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, tie.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defense coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West and became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
See if he can make something happen with the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. A huge special teams score. A special teams touchdown. Potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
Returner looking to create better field position. Could be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Berry. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
It's a run. Running back's got it.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking downfield. It's Nussmeier. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Faces a third and long to keep this drive going. A play action looking to throw. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking to throw it on first down. Running back has it on a screen now.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Plus coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Berry. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against him.
Has a path to the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. with a stiff arm. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Simpson. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw yet again. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Quick pass, the catch is made. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Direct snap to the back. It's a fumble. The offense makes the recovery and takes off. He'll be brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of 1st down yardage.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. In the clear at the 25. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down after that previous play. the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
They're set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Quarterback making some changes at the line. That's reeled in. It's Miller. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. He could go. Touchdown, LSU. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll get it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. And that one's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. They finally bring them down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this
refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, LSU.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They bring him down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Got the first down and still motoring. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Pressure is coming. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, anytime you come out trailing in the second half and you have the football, you want some momentum. You want to be able to get things started. This is not how they envision getting the second half going. With a sack here on third down, you're on your side of the field, 2 scores down. That's a huge play by this defense to start this second half.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is brought down. Gets you started with the next drive. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed. It's dangerous.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they find the tight end open on the corner route. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of 17. In the red area, it's Miller. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he drops back in the gun. launching one to the end zone. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up. You think this is the right play?
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
When the defense sits back in a zone coverage, good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. They bring the punter onto the field now. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Dropping back. It's Van Buren. The ball is caught. Finding some room at the 25. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Alabama, 21.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Young. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver.
The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Sharp. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down after that run in the previous play. To the air, it's Van Buren. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Play action here on first down. Grab behind the line. It's sharp. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6. Man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on third and long from inside the red zone.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, LSU. A huge defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
LSU 45, Alabama 21.
Bringing it out, it's Adams. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over first and 10.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Lets it fly to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to the left side, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect.
Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught behind the line. It's Hale. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
And they'll take over.
Well, interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand you got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Throws a stiff arm. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
That's exactly what the defense needed here to get back into this game, a chance to get the turnover, and instead of getting on top of it, the ball ends up going out of bounds where the offense will retain possession.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
And that is the quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. 1st and long now after the penalty. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away. Completion makes it 2nd down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Berry. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. First down and 10. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Alabama, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Alabama.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
LSU 52, Alabama 28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Looking to throw it deep. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, but he paid the price. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's contact on the throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit,